And this is the Invisible Crown check-in. Oh man, I'm like too gangster right now, right? I feel real amazing right now. What's up, Monica? What's good? The connector. I'm trying to see Zenobia, Miss Clark, Cat. I'm seeing people as they check in. I'm grateful, Jackie, right? This the Monday Meltdown check-in. I think y'all need to check in, at least for this part. Marie checking in, Rachel checking in. Peace and blessings on that right there. Listen, I can't really see too much, but I'm grateful for the check-in for everybody that chooses to check in. I'm checking in, Adonis D. Johnson. I'm checking in so that I could come and do what I need to do so I can get what I need. And hopefully some of you can get what you need, right? I'm going to lay this thing out. I'm going to dig this thing down. I'm going to get us all in a good position so that we all can receive something, right? I wish that sometimes when, like, let's just say for our motivational speakers, our influencers, our spiritual leaders, right? I just wish sometimes they would just start off at the beginning and say, what I'm about to say ain't for everybody, okay? But it is for somebody, all right? And sometimes what you're receiving or what you have the opportunity to receive, it might not be for you in that moment, right? My mind is very analytical. I mean, I will dissect every word you say because I have made many mistakes in my life. I had people that watch me make mistakes in my life. I had people that I allowed them to voice their opinion in my life. And with that mistake, I had to live with the outcome, right? At this point, I cannot take another risk of slipping, falling, having an accident, or whatever, right? Due to somebody else in negligence, right? So I have to be fully accountable for what I do just as much as what I don't do. What I like to do with the Invisible Crown Army, right? For some of you, you don't know the Invisible Crown Army, but we here. We show up because we have to build ourselves up and we recognize that this is a battle, right? We on the battlefield. The battlefield is called life, right? If no one never give us the target, then we don't know what to hit. So when I come, I literally put myself out there as a sacrifice, right? I use maybe my business, I use my education, I use my resources, I use things that I can witness for myself. Also, I do use biblical teachings, right? Things that I'm able to look at and see to try to assist you as well as myself with a better understanding. One thing I don't look to do is meet up with you and paint this perfect picture or to pretend like I'm somebody that I'm not. I have been through so much. I thank each and every last one of you guys for gathering around me. This is the check-in. Sonia just checked in and Miss Rogers just checked in. I thank you guys so much and make sure you guys stand up. You know, this is really kind of awkward for me. Normally I channel my feelings and my emotions a little different, you know, but some things you can't ignore and some things you can't run from. Like this week, the world will be celebrating Father's Day. I'll be forever reminded, you know, about what transpired, right? But I'm going to reroute that and take another alternate route so that I can get you what you need and I can get what I need in this season and in this moment, right? Apologies again for coming on a little late, like 10 minutes late. Somebody that's a dear friend of mine, they caught a flat and they didn't have anyone else to call. And as I jumped in my car and rode all the way to their location, you know, I asked them, hey, listen, I need to show you how to change a tire. They said, I know how to change a tire. I said, well, then why you ain't changing this tire? They said, because my back hurt. So I jumped in the car and rode all the way to change a tire on someone's car that knew how to change the tire, but their back was hurting. And that's what it means to have the type of heart that I have. It's bigger than me. And that's why I come, so that I can make sure if I can't get it, maybe you can get it. If I can't get the things I need, maybe I can get the things that you need in order so you can have what you desire and what you want. And me changing this tire as I'm, wrestling with this thing to take this tire off, it just made me think about how the maker of this car already anticipated that you was gonna have a flat. Listen, if you build something, do you prepare for the worst when you build something? Some of you want marriage, you want relationships, you want to be involved with someone, right? But do you prepare for the things that goes down, in the DM, or that goes down in the hood, or go down in your community, or even go down in your own life, right? Some of you have not dealt with some of the areas in your life that you need to deal with. I'm a witness to myself. There's areas in my life, people calling me now. I literally almost forgot, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? And I'm just like, look, get on to the next thing, because you taking me into an area that literally I ran from, right? I don't want to talk about it because I don't have an answer good enough to give myself. So why should I have to give this to somebody else, right? So say that to say this. It was amazing how this car has a spare tire in the back and a jack in the back and a four-way in the back. It's sold with everything you need just in case you have an emergency. This is the revelation that I'm receiving. This is the real experience that I'm receiving. This is the gift that God has gifted me with. I'm totally nothing on this planet without the Spirit moving in me. I recognize that. When I thought I had this thing called life right, when I was doing me, right, when I was doing me to the best of my advantage, I was succeeding only in a certain area, right? But there's so much more that was I supposed to have, just like with you as well. There's so many different things that makes your life go off the chain, right? That goes to the next level. But if you don't ground yourself, you will never receive what you're supposed to have. Always desiring, but never fully coming to the understanding that, man, I have everything I need, which allows me to obtain anything I want, right? Or basically do anything I want. So I'm very secure in those particular areas. So I wanted to throw that out, that this car that was on a flat, when it was bought, it had the jack, it had the spare tire. How did you know I was going to catch a flat, right? Why did you build something and put it in the back? Because it was called just in case. Well, I would love for you to think and change the narrative for a minute to tell you, if you build a just in case, right, something happened, then it will allow you to have balance. Some of us, we living on the edge with all we have right now. This is a difficult time right now. A lot of people, the world is opening back up right now. You done had over a year and a half to deal with some of the things you should have dealt with. For the most of us, the Invisible Crown Army, we've been holding our position before we even knew what the position really was going to be. right? We know what we need to do, why we need to do it, and when we need to do it. This is the time right now, right, where I'm letting you understand something. I was given something. I want to give it to you. I appreciate the peace. I appreciate the respect. I appreciate the love. I set this up. We set this up. We come together, Sharon, as a happy community. This is a happy community, and this is a happy place. It ain't for everybody, but it is for somebody. And possibly the one it's for is the one that's connected to you. Before I go further, I got to call a timeout right now. I'm calling a timeout on this one because of me right now. I'm calling this timeout because I can't do nothing without the Spirit, and I'm already stumbling right now. I'm already getting hit because of where I'm at right now, what I'm thinking right now, the position I'm being placed in right now. I know how to get his presence in, because at the end of the day, he's close to the broken right now. I don't know if some of you are broken, but today I'm going to let you understand the broken man needs proof. I told God and asked God, why do the broken man needs proof? He said, because if you keep doing what you want to do, that's why you getting the results you always got, right? Well, how's it working for you? It's not working. So he comes in your life and break you. I'm forever broken right now. That way, when I go back in front of him, he knows exactly what I need. He knows exactly what you need. And this is the wrong time to sit here and pretend and act like you got it all together. You can have it together if you get what you need. In this moment, it was designed and created for people like you as well as myself. This is not for everybody, but I guarantee you was chosen for this particular feed line right now. We here for the self-manifestation of who you are, to understand whom you are, to understand where you are. And today you in the right place, get in the right position. This is when I call a time out on what? On the battlefield. The battlefield of what? Of life. Whose life? Your life. This is the battlefield, and this is the timeout. This is when you tap in into where it is and what it is you need in order to press forward. Don't play with me. Don't leave me by myself. Because at the end of the day, let's be clear about something. I'm getting what I need. And I only can ask and hope that you get in the best position as you can to get what you need. Father God, we call on you right now. We call on you because you called on us many, many, many times to do things that we have ignored. You have opened up opportunities for us, and by us being where we was at, not knowing who we was at the time, we rejected it. We rejected your feeding. We rejected the understanding. We didn't want to humble ourselves. You said for those that are called by my name. Stop. God, we recognize that we missed the call. We missed the call that when you was calling us to go on to the next level, we was waiting on everybody else. When you called us to walk, we didn't want to take that walk. When you called us to leave, we didn't want to leave. We wasn't ready yet. So you allowed us to stay in that mess. You allowed us to stay in that mindset. You allowed us to stay in that place. And for that right there, God, we say we sorry. We sorry. We apologize. Please forgive us right now for the things that we have said, knowingly and unknowingly, the things we have thought, knowingly and unknowingly, even the things we acted upon, knowingly and unknowingly. We're supposed to be further in this thing called life. But today, we're going to identify. We right where we're supposed to be based on what we did. We didn't take the test that we supposed to took, and we have cut corners, we have pulled back, and you have given us everything we needed in order for us to succeed. But we first had to get over ourselves. So God, today we get over ourselves. Today, God, we ask for you to fall fresh on us right now. Today, God, we need your power, we need your strength, we need your direction, and we need understanding. We need healing in our minds, healing in our finances, healing in our inner circle, healing in the thing called self right now. God, we asking that you will open up our ears so that we can hear. Open up our eyes that we might see differently. Open up our minds so that we can begin to use it the way that you have intended for us to use it, to make choices and decisions. But God, creating us a clean heart at this point. We released yesterday. We released last week. We release last month. We release every other thing that happened before this moment right now. We take all of our attention and we put it on the right now. Right now, we need more of you. Right now, we need some understanding and some clarity. Right now, some of us need to be delivered even from ourselves right now. There's so many strongholds that's holding us, but God, you have the keys. You have keys that can open the door. And if you open the door, no man, not even our own self, can mess that thing up. God, you have opened the door for us a long time ago. We just refusing to walk. But today, God, we want to move closer to you. We want to move what it is you calling for us to move things around in our life. Why? Because it's order. Everything we do is with intentions right now, moving forward. You are an intentional God, so we have to move like you have moved in our life with intentions. Every area that we are in right now, it was intentionally something happened that put us there. But God, we recognize this now. Yes, God. Yay. And we ask that you were creating us a clean heart. Now we need you to renew the right spirit in us, that we might go out and be made over someone new. When people see us, it's something new about us. And that's you, God. We welcome you into every area in our life, even the areas we haven't even tapped into yet. Yes, God, we grateful that you are providing us with so many opportunities that we don't even rightfully deserve, but it is a privilege. It's a privilege to be used by you. Most importantly, it's a privilege to be able to go in you and through you to get the things that we desire right now. Without you, God, we can't do anything. Without you, God, we cannot do anything. Yay. So we're grateful for your presence. I ask that you will surround this circle, this meeting as we meet up, God. Let it be all about you. Give us the instructions. Give us what others can't give us. Give us more than what it is that the people been giving us. Give us more than we can give ourselves. You gave us blessings seen and unseen on a daily basis. Thank you for the daily bread. Thank you that your presence is present when we are aware. When we're present, you present. And God, we're grateful right now that we know exactly where we at right now, and it's all because of you. Bless these lines and everybody that tap in and tune in, and those that can't stay long, God, give them something too. And this is all for your name's sake, because your name is on the line and you're worthy to be praised. Your name is on the line and you're worthy to be honored. Your name is on the line because you deserve all the glory. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. Yeah, let's go. Let's roll. Listen, I'm going to do a recap. I'm going to hit us with what we need to be hit with. Get us out of here with what we need. And I'm gone. So I want to do a recap, really offbeat. I got to get back into some of the things that I was told. I want to be good over what I was given. And right now, what I see in the spirit is everything is opening up right now, right? Everything is opening back up. For you, you have to be careful in this period right now. Everybody is running to do whatever they want to do right now. You cannot blend in with that right now. You have something that other people don't have right now, right? The house. Just imagine everybody being caught in a net, right? And you being brought in, right? He was separating. He was marking. This was the time to perfect the gift. This was the time to see what you need. This was the time to see your true heart, to recognize what you have as well as what you don't have. This is the wrong time to mix oil with water right now. Some people needed water, right? They needed water because they needed to be cleansed, right? They needed to be cleansed, so they needed some water. God, forgive me. But for some of you, you needed oil. And I'm going to tell you, you need oil for many things. You need oil so you don't lock up. You need oil so you can, something grab you, you can slip right up out of it, right? That's what the oil is for. Some of you, you need oil for the joy. Remember the joy of oil? Oil is the joy, right? That comes from up above, right? I'm giving you the things that you need because first I have to build you up. Build you up is allowing you to understand that this is why we're different. We're different in so many ways. We ain't different because of your outside. We're different because of what's inside. In order to manifest something outwardly, you need an inner concept. For you as well as myself, the inner concept is I am my life coach. I asked someone this weekend, right? This weekend that just passed. I asked someone, do you prefer to remember the whole entire Bible, right? Do you really want to remember every word? You think you can do that, right? They was like, no. I said, okay, so let me give you a suggestion. Do you want to remember the whole Bible, or do you want to remember 5 words, right? They look like 5 words. I said 5 words. I am my life coach. When you understand I am my life coach is a self-affirmation, it's so powerful that it's a tool that allows you to be present, right? It allows you to ground yourself. It keeps you from going out of control or even losing control, right? Not alone to be remote control. If you ground yourself, you won't have any problems, right? Reason I say ground yourself is because people can only meet you based on how deep they are with themselves. Most people haven't went deep with themselves, so they only can give you what it is that they found in themselves, right? They can't give you more, so you don't need to expect anything out of someone that can't give you anything, right? So we talked last week, and in a recap, I don't really want to go too much into it because that lesson was so powerful. I hope you guys did a great job last week in sharing the feed, making sure the message went out. So much was put out right now, and so much being put out right now in this current time, right? I want to go into what I'm thinking, right? And some of the thoughts and the ideas and what really caught my attention. And it's the prisoner of war, right? Some of you are prisoner of war because you kind of got trapped trying to assist someone else, right? I want you to be careful about how you move right now. Think about what you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing before you even do it. Plan your day out. Plan your attitude out. Plan out the way you want to speak. You literally have to be what you want to see. I wrote this in the book called I Am My Life Coach. It's the basics, right? It is a foundation that was laid. It was laid on the rock, right? It was laid. I dug down with this idea, right? When I got to the bottom, it was a foundation that needed to be laid. We learned that last week. The foundation that needed to be laid, was me coming up with an understanding that I am my life coach, right? At this point, I have to make the choices and decisions that's gonna add value to my life, right? And I also have to make a choice and decision to release and delete and cut the things that will take value from my life. What am I saying? Me coming on this feed, it adds value to my life based on what we're discussing, right? What we're talking about. We're talking about real life situations. We're talking about the things that's going on in the world. We're talking about things that you choose not to talk about, or what some people choose not to talk about, right? Some people don't talk about finances, and that's really what you want to talk about. If you leave it up to me, I would love to talk about finances, but I know that there's more to this thing called life than just finances. For some of us, we have great ideas. I told you, ideas is basically using your imagination. That comes from God. If you can use your imagination, God will provide you with an idea, like the guy that was building a house last week. We learned he had an idea about a house, but he had to do the work, right? He started digging down. Then he had to lay down a foundation before he even built the house. Once the house was built, it says then the things from the world start coming at the house. Well, what am I saying to you? Jesus said the house didn't fall because it was well built. Some of you spend a lot of time being well built, Brandy, outwardly, and you are weak as water inwardly. So I say to you, I don't come to agree with the way you think. You don't have to agree with the way I think, but I will challenge the way you think in hope that I can change the narrative and it allow the mind to think a different way. My intentions is good. God is my witness to why I'm even here in the first place. But I express this to you. You know, I'm the last one that would have signed up to be here doing this. And I guess that's why I'm here. But I'm not here alone. I'm grateful for Sharon. I'm grateful for Chris. I'm grateful for Janine, Melody, Sonia, and Marie. I'm grateful that I don't have to stand in this thing by myself. But what I'm learning in my standing and in my waiting, that I'm becoming stronger. Not only am I becoming stronger in every area in my life, right? But the energy that's coming out of me is actually hitting people that's connected to me, right? People that's in my inner circle, right? People that's I deal with on this feed line. They're being empowered as well because of their presence, of being present. It's almost like a Wi-Fi connection. If you get in a certain area, you pick up the Wi-Fi connection. For some of you, you've been chasing areas all your life and you ain't made a connection yet for your life. Yes, you see it. Everybody else appears that they are making a connection, but where is the proof? Remember, I was asking God last week. I said on the Mighty Monday Meltdown, I stated that a broke mind needs proof, right? And I was so straight with it, right? A broke mind need proof, right? I was talking about a mindset, right? But that was the worldly side of me, right? But there's a spiritual side of me as well. So what I learned is God provides me with it one way. For the people that's not really spiritual, he allows me to be that dude, right? Some of you have an alter ego. You have a gangster in you. You have somebody that can get things done in you. You know how to cut a corner, cut in line. You know how to get to the front. Some of you, okay, you got to be honest. He said, be honest. Some of you put your lip gloss on extra thick, because you know when you talking to whoever you talking to, the moment they look at your lip, you know you got him. Like I got him. Because you stop talking and you just be like, but then you forget what you was doing because you distracted them and put their attention on you, not hearing what you're saying, but really looking like, man, playing with his imagination. This is real talk right now, right? This is for the grown folks only right here. But what am I saying to you is that you have to, when you building and your foundation, you know, you have an idea. We have to put our attention in the right area so we can build what it is that we desire, right? So I feel like when you come on this feed right now, this has been going on over 3 years. And guess what? We still here, but we better than we used to be. What's going on, Shine? We bigger than the position we was, right? Right. And we're greater than who we used to be as well. And believe me, we put our 2 cents in. You guys didn't just sit here and do nothing. You did some work too. If you tolerated my loud voice, if you listened to the way I just threw things out there at you, you had to build this thing and eat it yourself. I couldn't eat for you. But you see, we have ideas. Ideas come from God. Let's be clear about this. Ideas come from God. Your imagination, that's linked to God, right? He gives you an idea. That means it's available. The first thing you have to do is ask yourself, are you available? Most of us, we're not available. We ain't been available in so long. And why do I say we ain't been available? Because the work is not outwardly. Your labor is actually inwardly. When you was digging down, I've been digging down on every one of these feeds that I've been doing, digging down, trying to find out when are you going to realize I'm digging down so we can get to whatever area that got you off track so that we can make sure that we address those areas. So what is transformation coach AJ doing? He's digging down, right? Because every person, every individual that had an encounter with the man that was walking the earth called Jesus Christ of Nazareth, Jesus of Nazareth, he reached them at a certain point in their walk of life. My question to you is, what point will it be for you? Would it be in betrayal? Would it be in sickness, right? What the doctor said? Would it be in losing and grieving a loved one? Is that when you're going to make up your mind? Yes, God, I'm ready. But notice, when you give your yes, I'm ready, that's a walk that you about to take that ain't nobody going to take it with you. That's why some of us have not been released. That's why some of us has not taken that walk, and we've been missing in action. MIA, missing. Look at this. I am. If you spell this backward, missing in action. Listen to that. Some of us been missing in action, right? And it's time for us to show up to do the work. Many people not finna do the work. They finna go out and celebrate. They want to celebrate, but what is they celebrating? Failure? What are they celebrating, right? That's why I don't want you to intertwine with this. And I'm going to show you why you can't do this thing, right? I'm going to show you. What's going on, Suzette? Welcome to the feed. I appreciate everybody that's logging in. I really do need you here today. This one is a hard one for me, right? So I want to go and I want to show you guys something that's been placed on me to go into, right? Bear with me. You know, this is, yeah, bear with me. Had it all together, man. Y'all broke me at the beginning. It's crazy, right? Go to second. What's this? Colossians 3. There you go. So I want you to go to second Colossians 3:6. Every message is not going to be an elevated message. This message is a real message, right? Why is it a real message? It's a real message for messengers. You guys are messengers. It doesn't really make sense to actually pray for something, right? And don't believe that you already have what you prayed for. What you're praying for has to come back and verify that you asked for this. Some of you asked for this. I'm giving it to you as well as myself. So listen, let's go to verse 3, right? Did I say verse 3? Verse 6. Listen. I'm finna chop the word and I'm gonna get up out of here. So that's what I want to do, right? Verse 6. Listen to this, you guys. I use scriptures because scriptures use me, even when I don't want it to use me. It's like sometimes people can talk about everything, but they never talk about themselves. And even when they talking about themselves, why are you not listening, right? Because we don't care about what they saying. We want to know what we want to know, as if what you want to know about me gonna make anything happen in your life. What you want to know about me ain't gonna add $1 to you. All any person can do to me is either assist this mission or spread a rumor or something to try to hurt this mission. Either way, I really don't care, because I already know it's to God be the glory. You won't win. People been trying to bring this thing down for a long time. People been bad mouthing the organization. People try to come and tell me about individuals. Listen, whatever you do, trust and believe me. Some people have to do what they have to do in order to get to the next level. You here for a reason. I'm not here to copy somebody else. I'm not here to do it like they do it, right? I'm going to play my music the way I see fit. I'm going to step forward. He told me my way, his will. So let my Father will be done, right? However he see, right? So God, we here right now, and I'm asking you to give me the strength. Whatever it is that's coming up against me right now, whatever it is that's got a hold on me, I'm asking that it be released in order so I can move forward right now. Disable any working right now, any spectators, any haters, anyone that showed up for the wrong reason. God, I'm asking right now, God, I don't want to turn this thing into a show. I don't want to turn it about me. I don't want to be in a vulnerable state of mine, but I do know I need to be open in spite of all. God, I ask that you will shift me, hide me, step forward, protect me, that you will provide for me the right words that I need to say to help move this thing so that this thing will be job well done when this thing comes to a closure. So in Jesus Christ's name, amen. Listen to this, verse 6. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, we command you, brothers and sisters. Who is this? Brothers and sisters. Who is this? Brothers and sisters. Some of you sisters, you have brothers out here that I don't even know. But since you are considered a sister in Christ, then Jesus is looking at you like, listen, you have the spirit of Christ. So the people that you have out on the outskirts of you, right? Those are considered your brothers, right? Not your earthly little brothers, not your little bird brother that you was raised to believe that this is my brother, this is my sister. This thing is bigger than you and what you've been taught. That's your intellect. I'm here, right? You only can use what it is you've been taught. So you only going to do what it is you have always done, right? That's called a program. I'm not programmed the way you program. Meaning, since I'm not programmed the way you program, then I can uninstall what's been installed, right? So this is why it gets confrontational sometimes, and this is why it gets heated sometimes, because people be looking at me and they think we on the same level. Guess what? We are on the same level to a certain degree. I asked my brother this weekend, I said, bruh, what do a poor man, a rich man, a broke man, and a thief have in common? That's the question I'm asking all of you right now, Queenie, and everybody else. What do a broke man, a rich man, a beggar, and a thief have in common? They all have the same mind. That is Christ. Just different arrangements. See, some of you, your arrangements set you up to only go so far. So you only can swim in shallow waters. For others, you haven't even got in the water. You just put your feet in the water, right? Because you don't want to mess up your hair and you take away from life, right? So you're not even in the water, right? And for others, you can go very, 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 very deep. Beautiful, which means since you can go deep, other people cannot go where you go, so they scared to come where it is. You've been privileged and you have access. If you don't know this, right, then there go one error right there. If you don't know your power, then you have no power. For some of you, I'm here to ground you so you can at least identify with who got power around you. If you don't have it, somebody around you will have it, because God made sure he put it around you so you don't have to want or lack anything. But unfortunately, everybody believed that we all have the same thing. Everybody believed that we all give the same thing. Everybody believed, I'm waiting on God to give it to you. He done gave it to you. He just put it in somebody else's. He entrusted it with someone else, right? And they are the ones that oversee you to make sure when you need to be checked, they are the one that checked you. When you need some financial advice, somebody else gives it to you. When you need a clear understanding, somebody else will give it to you. Those are things are called relationships. Those make up relationships. For some of us, we don't have them connections at all. We burnt it. Either they was the problem or we was the problem. At some point, the connection never connected. You understand? So we are lacking some things right now. So let me go and cut back in. Listen to this. Brothers and sisters, listen to this. Brothers and sisters, in Jesus' name, I command you. Here go a command. Listen to this. To keep away from every believer. Stop. How did the Bible say, brothers and sisters, I advise you, I command you. It didn't say advise. It says, I command you to keep away from every believer. I told you, don't you mix oil with water. They have water. Yes, they do. You got water and oil. They just got water. It says every believer who's idle. What do idle mean? Idle is almost like you get in your car, start up your car. That's a beautiful thing. You know how to start up your car. You know how to start up a relationship. Hey, where we going? We going on a date today? When we going out to eat? Where we going out to eat? Let's go have a drink. Let's go sit down at the mall. Let's go to the lakefront. Let's go for a little walk. You know how to jump start some stuff. Let's be clear. You certified in a jump start. Like some of you, your life is a jump start. It just die out though. And you be wondering why. It dies out because of you. That's called idle, right? You idle. You want something so bad. We want everything to open up. For the Visible Crown Army, everything been open. We was never shut down, right? We was never shut down because God, if he calling on us to come in-house, then we like, yes, God. He releases us to go out so we can do the work before everybody else comes out. So some of you, what you should have learned in this period of time is you should have learned economics. You should have learned the way people think, the way they move, the way they so antsy to do something. That's called idle, right? The Bible just said, I command you, brothers and sisters, stay away from believers. There go your holy people. I'm God. I'm going to church today. Or whatever, that's fine. I'm in the ministry. That's fine. He's my pastor. That's fine too. But idle is the word we're looking for. Well, give another example for my people that's not spiritual. Get in the car, cut the car on, and just press the gas pedal all the way to the floor and hold it. The car rams up, but you ain't going nowhere. You ain't steering it in no direction. It ain't in drive and it ain't in neutral. But you are hitting the gas. You applying pressure. What am I saying? Some of you apply so much pressure and you don't even know where you're going. Some of you ain't dug down. You ain't laid nothing down for yourself. And this is why you mess up some of the things that comes in your life. Because you ready. I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for that. I'm sick and tired of being by myself. Guess what? You was blessed and saved and successful by yourself. You had a better chance on becoming wealthy and rich, right, in many areas by yourself than sitting here involving somebody else. Because guess what? If somebody else fall on account of you, then both of y'all is at fault. And God really do mess you up. He said, if anybody make one of mine stumble, this is why I say don't mix oil with water. Because you have something that everybody don't have, and you can't be giving what you have to people, right? Because once they see what you have, then that's where the problem comes in at. We ain't on the same level and we don't do the same things. Let's be clear. You didn't do or go through what I went through or had to deal with or still dealing with to have what it is I have right now. Many people can't speak to some of the areas that I can speak to. But isn't it crazy that everybody want to speak to everything? I only want to speak to what it is God want me to speak to. Today, he wants me to speak to you in this area. Do not associate with believers who are idle and disruptive. Disruptive meaning you always in somebody else's business, disrupting their community. I have an organic grown environment. All I want is peace and love, peace and blessings. That's all I talk about. No confusion. I don't want no misunderstanding. I don't want none of that. All I want is just smooth at this point. Let me understand. Don't rush me. Don't get me going and don't idle me up. Don't get me all pumped up. Don't play with me. Ooh, I'm going to do this. Don't do nothing, right? Like I told you in our last feed, feeds ago. We are the messengers. We are the army. This is the invisible crown army. He said in this particular time, he had us on the front line and we was leading the way until he shifted us and told us to set up on the back. Now we have to push. For some of you, I said, you so busy wanting to pull something. I want it done like this. I want it done like that, right? You so used to pulling that it's about time you got to push now. But you want somebody to push you, but you don't want to push nobody. You've been pushing everybody away because you ain't doing it decent in order, disrupting the environment. Everything ain't in sync, right? When it comes down to you, right? You cause confusion. Listen to this. He say, stay away from the believer. Christians, Muslims, whatever you are, believer, whatever you believe in, bigoted, stay away from them because they idle and disruptive. Listen to this, and does not live according to the teachings you receive from us, right? Listen to this. For you yourself know how you ought to follow our example. Listen to this. You mean to tell me there was an example set for you to follow? And you ain't following your example? Some of you ain't seen an example. That's the issue. You ain't seen nobody do it. But I'm here to flip this thing because the Lord said, exactly. Because you are the one that people gonna see. You becoming their example. Oh, how they need to get it. We getting it first. We becoming millionaires first. We understand how God moved. We got experiences. Some of us, we done been through chemo. We done lost our head, done grew back. Some of us, we done had a facelift, a body lift, and everything. And at the end of the day, we still like, yes, God, where is God at in this right here? We done cried to wipe the eyelashes off. This is too much trying to keep up with the Joneses. God, we need you immediately right now because this is costing me to try to blend in with these ninjas over here. God, I need you to give me the right spirit, renew, create, clean heart. So somebody come get this heart and bat me out of this foolishness right now. Because at the end of the day, if I don't keep myself afloat, come on, Vicky, there she go. Some of these little people out here gonna take me down. Some of these baddies gonna take me out. But I understand I can't let them take me out while I'm on the battlefield fighting the good fight. Some of you in the battle mode because you got to sit here and fight on behalf of the kingdom, but nobody told you it was going to be roses and daisies all around. Some of you in the hood fighting, your family hood, your relationship you done linked in with your ex guys still coming after you. You done burst something with them. There go the problem right there. You got to go around people. The hood is coming out of you. And truth be told, it is not that you want it. It wants you. And it's coming out because it believes that it has a voice in the situation. And for some of you, you're going to need that voice in order to deal with some people. Let's not get it twisted is what I call it. Whenever you say, let's not get it twisted now, you know, because some people believe that this whole spiritual dude ain't no warrior, ain't no fighter. Some of these people believe that, oh, he's supposed to be over here. See, people want to put me all the way over here. He ain't, you know, I done heard thousands and millions of times. I heard he married. They want to put me in a religious standpoint just so they can sit here and bring me down. But he talking all this and this and this and this. No, I'm right over here with you. He think he be talking about God. He need to practice what he preach. No, he practice what he teach, not preach. He's right over here with you. See, people don't want to put you in the bracket with them because if they do, then your life look better than them. They want you to be over here. So see, you got help. I don't. No, I don't have no help, boo. I'm right over here with you. You want to compare somebody, compare yourself to me. Compare your life to my life right now because I don't compare my life to your life because I'm going somewhere. But since you got your eyes on me, you want to put me over there so you think you can be the little queen over here. No. I'm over here and trust and believe me. It's for the glory of God. Watch this, you guys. Let's keep it moving right now. Let me press now. I'm feeling the power. The second wind is coming. It's on its way. Listen, you ought to be the example. Listen to this. We were not idle when we were with you, nor did we eat anyone's food without paying for it. Stop right there. Y'all see this right here? We didn't eat without paying for it. Some of you, all I say is support my work. Maybe buy the book for somebody. Get a little t-shirt. Put on a little hoodie. We represent. This is all we got. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know nobody else that goes hard for my life other than myself in the Invisible Crown Army. I am my life coach till I go into that grave. As a matter of fact, I done already paid for my slide. I'm paying a payment now. Already understanding I'm leaving this joint. someday. But when I leave, I already know when I go to a certain place, here it come again. I'm looking at where I'll be at as well. Some of you might be there. Then again, I'm just trying to let you understand. When you become mature, you understand how things work. You understand you don't have to have this person in your life. You understand that you're not going to tolerate foolishness in your environment at this point. For some of you, I invest in human capital. What is human capital, Chris? It's the things that makes your life better. Some of you have to understand you don't have nothing to give to somebody else, but you need everything that they have for your life. It's not going to be an even trade. God set it up this way, but you have to be smart enough and mature enough to at least show some respect. It's so many people are so disrespectful because they can't even respect the fact that the one that's providing for them enhanced their life. But your nasty attitude, it really don't enhance their life. Neither do your good attitude enhance their life. All I'm saying is, can you make it easy for them? Can you make it easy for me? If I'm going to do the work, all you really have to do is say, man, I respect him for that right there. If I didn't do it for you, good. I bet I did it for the one next to you, and that's why they get blessed. That's why they get what they supposed to get. They get what you didn't get because you was too busy still thinking it's about you. At the end of the day, guess what? It's about us coming together as a unit in this 7 o'clock hour to get what it is that God will have for us so we can move to the next level. Let's go to the next level. Watch this. They paid for it. On contrary, we worked night and day, laboring, toiling, so that we will not be a burden to anyone. Some of you, stop begging, right? You should really be asking. Asking who? Asking God. Asking him for what you need in order to do what it is you need to be done. But that don't mean change your attitude. That don't mean get funky and be like, I don't need nobody to do nothing for me. You better shut up, because the Lord will use somebody to come and assist you that helps you. Nobody got to where they at by themselves. You will not accomplish what you're trying to accomplish without the help of others. Be clear on that. Listen, everybody been in the house. Everybody got released. I'm asking for us to move this way. Move this way, Invisible Crown Army. God is telling us to move this way. Do not intertwine with them. Yes, they talking about God. Yes, they said they believers, but they idled. Not that's one thing. They idle and they disruptive because they talking about people. They talking about what's going on. Here it is. You can go downtown, mess up downtown. You can sit here and rally Black Lives Matter. Somebody called me, told me, hey, you see, they was all on 75th Street and nobody got shot. Nobody did anything. It was all people out. I saw it. It was good, but the news won't write about that. 3 days later, 15 people shot on the same street that they just was broadcasting. Why they was broadcasting to me? I don't know. I'm not going over there to get gas. What's my point? My point is, where is your attention at right now? I command your attention to be on you right now. Your attention is on you right now. I pray I got your attention because this message got mine. Come on, y'all. We going to the sweep right now. Let's go on and sweep it on out. Watch this. It says, verse 9, we did this not because we do not have the right to such help, right? Some people really should be assisting you. But we did this to offer ourselves. Offer ourselves. See, broke people need proof. You are the proof that God is real. You are the proof that I might not be ordained for anything, but you cannot tell me I ain't got no relationship. Now, that's one thing you're not going to tell AJ, right? So watch this. Listen to this, you guys, because it's about to get really, really good. We did this as a model, right? But to offer ourselves as a model for you to imitate. Imitate means practice being the ooh-wee, right? Practice being who you are. I am my life coach. If you're not working on the way you communicate, the way you handle things, the way you think, the way you process, the way you take your time, the way you shift, the way you look, the way you present yourself, the things you wear, the way you walk, all these things requires your attention, but you have given it no attention. Come on, Monica, heating up. Here it comes. I'm telling you now. Okay, let's go. Watch this. For even when we were with you, we gave you this rule. Here go a rule right here, y'all. This is a principle. Look at the principle. No one who is unwilling to work shall not eat. The one who is unwilling to work shall not eat. Did you get that? At the end of the day, who's working on your friendship to make sure y'all stay balanced? Sometimes you fall out with somebody, and when it's done, y'all go from this to this to this, because nobody did the work to make sure that y'all stay balanced. Nobody checked and said, you know what, I value the relationship we have, and I don't want to mess this up. So you know what? Let me just get myself together and think about this. What? We don't know how to apologize. Some of us, we don't know how to come back and say, you know what? I apologize for the way, because your relationship means everything to me. But I might not mean nothing to you, but what you have mean everything to me. Some of us, we need to get over ourselves and recognize that life is really the environments that you live in. That's what makes up your life, right? I got to press further. Come on, y'all, roll with me. Don't get lost on me. Listen to this. We hear some of you are idle. Stop. How do they hear? How did they hear? They hear, Chris, because of your ears. Some of you, didn't I tell you you have to be okay without being included, considered, or invited? When you are in these places, God uses your ears. It's in scriptures. He says, I hear what you hear. I made your eyes, right? I see what you see. He says, I open what he opened, no one can close. What he closed, no one can open. For some of you, you are so powerful. That's why you have to watch who around you, and you have to start marking people like, don't play with these people. There are certain people in my life I do not play with. When they say something, I'll be like, oh, is there anything else? Anything you need me to do? Anything? How you gonna do this? Okay, well, sure. Because I understand I'm scared of God. I'm not scared of man. I'm not scared of this woman. I'm scared of the God that operates in this woman. I'm scared of the God that operates in this man. Do you understand me? So at the end of the day, this is why the Lord say, serve them like you're serving me. And so when I serve you, I don't sit here and fear you, but I'm still sometimes going back and forth like, really, God? Do I really got to do this right now? So watch this, you guys, because this is a real good check-in right now. And I'm here to check all of us, including myself, right? Listen to this. We hear that there's some idleness and some disruptive. Now, y'all just learned about idols and disruptive amongst you. Listen, they are not busy. They are busybodies. Listen to this. If they not busy, because if you was busy, Veronica, you'll be busy handling your business. You'll be busy making sure that you maintain the things that brings you peace, the things that brings you comfort, the things that brings you joy. That's called security. You should be busy making sure your house don't fall, your environment don't come polluted. You get what I'm saying? There's a little girl I learned about, 25 years old, fighting for her life because somebody stuck something in her drink right now. This is actually the second time I done heard something like this. This lady is in intensive care. She's in a coma right now. So y'all throw some prayers in that direction. What am I saying? The poison. Some of us, we go by the poison. Some of us, you are the poison. Your conversation is poison. Negativity is poison. You never join in on positivity. So you always have a point. So there's never a connection. That's why he said 2 or 3. Touching and understanding, like I see where you're going with this. Touching or agreeing. Just agree that, hey, listen, you get the understanding. That's what God is trying to get to you. Not me. God, spirit, get to who? You, not me. Because if it was me, I would be off this feed and gone. But my point is, I'm not the one that bail out on my team. If you going to be here, I'm going to be here too. And if you need something, I need something too. This is the wrong time to get God for you, and I don't get him for me. You get what I just said? Come on, y'all, let's go. Listen to this. Watch this. Check this out. I hear y'all, some people around you being idle and disruptive. They not busy. They are busybodies. What is busybodies? Busybodies, the definition of this is that they are around interrupting other people's lives. That means you're voicing your opinion about everything else about other people. And some people are listening to this. And this is why some people don't get what they need to get to, because you have busybodies, idle people, idleness around you. Everybody, the turn up is on. Stuff is lit, right? Somebody I know that owns a party bus, right? They sit here and they had 20 a 50-year-old party. They were celebrating. Guess what? They celebrated and the bus caught on fire. They literally, this thing went viral, right? They outside the bus dancing while the bus is up in smoke. But guess what? The person who was the driver and the business, that's my friend. What am I saying to you? While they out here dancing on the E-way or whatever, in the news camera reviewing this and this thing going viral, somebody just lost their whole business trying to accommodate a group of people. They wasn't partying with them. They actually was chauffeuring them. They actually was transporting them, right? This is what am I saying to you? You are transporting people because they will be following you. They will be going based off of what you say. That's why you have to watch what comes out your mouth, because people are following you based on what you say, not on what they see. Or you either following people off of what they say, and you need some proof. You can't follow nobody without no proof. Come on, y'all. You got proof today. You've been on this feed line. Oh, you got some proof, right? So let's go further. Watch this. They busybodies. Verse 12. Such people we command you and urge you in the Lord Jesus Christ, to settle down and earn the food they eat. See, some people want it quick. They want to run into church. Soon as church open back up, oh, I'm so happy to be back in church. They want to run back in here like this the damn drive-through or something. Let me run in here, get my word, and then run back out, still to do the same thing. God said, what does the scripture just say? Because I want y'all to get this. Because y'all, the doors open back up, and some people did the exact same thing that he just said. He said, I want you to settle down and earn your food. That means don't let nobody else give you your food. You sit your butt down and you spend some time meditating. You get on the Mighty Monday Meltdown and you show some respect to what's trying to speak this thing to you, because you need it. This is an on-the-go package, right? Listen to this, y'all. And as for you, brothers and sisters, me too, never tire of doing what is good. Do not get tired of doing the right thing. The day you do is the day you get thrown on the other side, which the people I just told you don't want to be with them. What's up, Tamiko? You running late. Monica, watch this verse, you guys. Verse 14. Take special notes of anyone who does not obey. Special notes. For some of you, you got some people, one slip and move, you got to let them go, because they don't know you. They this close to being executed. They this close to getting that rope cut and that singing that song On My Own, right? They this close, right? Hold your position, stay grounded. Listen to what the scriptures say. It says, take special note of anyone who does not obey our instructions in this letter, right? Watch this. Do not associate with them. Did I just tell you everybody is out now? Oh, it's open now. Man, they got a party. Everybody, we going here. What you doing? What you doing? You better not move. I'm telling you now, you better not move one muscle right now. Hold still. Let the house clear out. Let everybody run out. Now you go back in the house and ask God, how do you want me to do it? God, how do you want us to do it now? Everybody is back out in the world. You can't get on a restaurant list. The malls is packed. You standing two blocks down the street just to get in a store right now. The expressways is crowded. It's almost like everybody got a car. God, my patience, standing in traffic right now, I'm losing it right now, right? The places I like to go is overcrowded now with a little bit of everything now, right? Hold on for 1 second. We got to get this, y'all. Listen to this. Listen what it say. Take instructions. Do not associate with them in order that they may feel ashamed. This was a command. It said, do not associate, because God is about to do something to them, not you. But when he done discipline them, they got to turn around and look at you, because you are the example. I didn't lose it. I wasn't scared. They asked for a meeting. I was like, okay. I came in. What's the problem? I didn't change my confession, didn't need to. Because some of you are set to win already because you already won. You already won. You don't need to compete because you already won. People are trying to get the spirit. You already won the spirit. You won it because you went into the fight. You went and you fought the good fight. And you, by God, said you won. That's why he wrote your name and called you out of that. And now it's about creating the life that you desire to live in. So this is your life right now, right? This is your life, right? And he's putting you over it. That's why I am my life coach, right? God is all in it. Listen to this. Verse 15, yet do not regard them as an enemy. Remember, they still believe us, but don't look at them as an enemy, right? He said, but warn them as you would a fellow believer. Meaning, in other words, you have power, people. You can't go eye for eye. You can't go word for word. You have to turn the other cheek because that's the power that you have to be about what is going to make your life better. What makes your life better is only going to make better the people that associate with you, the right people. Some of you need to level up. But the only way to level up is to ground yourself and realize that, man, you know what? I got to give up on this project that's just not working. There's no sense to stay in an environment that's not producing, right? It's not producing. So what am I saying to sum up this whole message, right? To sum up everything. I would love to believe that everybody is the same, right? God loves everybody. No, that's not it, right? I love Jesus because I believe that Jesus, you can understand his teaching so unique, right? It's so simple, right? And I love the fact that everybody's not going to get this. Even with Jesus speaking, Jesus even said and knew that everybody wasn't going to get this. How do I know? Because he said, let those that have ears, let them come. Let them hear. Let those that have ears, let them hear. Everybody can't hear. If Jesus came per the word to restore sight to the blind, some of you, everything, when things done came to pass, you can see now what you should have done then. But see, it took for you to get past the moment to recognize you didn't see it at that time. What am I saying? There's no sense it doesn't make sense to stay blind. No one's walking around saying, I'm blind to being with so-and-so. I'm blind to being with this person. People believe that they got guards up. I got my guards up. You got more faith in something that's sabotage that was created due to your ignorance and errors in life. A lot of times you're acting out what you've been in and you're so scared that you don't want it to happen again. So you killing everything that tries to make its way in your life. That right there has to stop. You have to be open. Why do I say be open? So I just supposed to be open. I just supposed to give myself away. You supposed to be open, but you also supposed to be mature. Some of you have not spent no time maturing. It's not that you're getting older. It's actually you should be maturing to know what to do just as much as what not to do. To be mature, you guys, we learn what to do. But today I'm asking you to visit areas to also know what not to do. To be mature, to be in Christ, to be with God is also to know what not to do. You don't have to spend all day on people. You don't have to neglect the things that makes your life to sit here and accommodate somebody else. You don't have to interrupt your peace. You don't have to do anything for anybody, especially if it's going to hinder, compromise, or hurt your position. So today, you guys, that's my message for you. Keep me lifted up in prayer, man. You want to go back through that. I hope you guys recognize and can identify with exactly what it is that I wanted to bring forth. Yes, I was amped up, fired up, But then he took the fire right out because he definitely wanted you guys to realize what a real example looked like. He wants you to see sometimes you don't know what a person been through or what a person is going through to is presented before you right now. I don't know how this story gonna end. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with things. I don't know how I'm gonna go around things. I don't know none of that. All I know is I'm depending on God to do it for me. Even when it comes to how your life's supposed to change and how you're supposed to go to another level and how he's supposed to super over exceed your expectations, you first have to lay a foundation and expect that your foundation is exactly what you're supposed to have. Remember, the one who built the house on the ground, when the things in life came, it fell down. Some of you, I don't want to build on raggedy ground. I don't want to build on areas that you can't understand. If you're going to be in the streets, then I'd rather meet you with some street understanding, some street teaching or some street preaching or something that's gonna be effective. I'm talking like the dude at the liquor store or something when he kicks some game or something, right? He's giving you game because hey, it goes with the community. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for standing with me right now. Y'all know y'all better keep me up. This is going to be hard moving forward right now, but he already gave us the code. To God be the glory. He before us, who can be against us? Hey, I'm convinced right now. God show up, he show out, he provide, he continue to provide, he protect. He also provides us with prosperity. He gives us purpose. Come on, y'all. He allows us to practice, right? He gives us the plays to run right now. In this thing called life, we should have anything and everything we desire, but some stuff we need to be mature over. Some stuff we need to be mature not to mess with. Some of that stuff that they giving you, we don't need, hey, there's a limit to the drinking, okay? Because people are enhancing, people are doing some devilish stuff out here. You have to cover your ground. Some people, it's the wrong time to be testing where somebody else is at. You better test where you at right now, because God said, the Lord said, I know your thoughts. I know your thoughts. Do that mean anything to you that God knows your thoughts? That means stop playing games. He said, my thoughts ain't even your thoughts. You understand? He said, lean not to your understanding, because your understanding is what gives you what you always got. That's why you're not able to move. But today we will be able to move because the walls that you thought you had up has finally came down today, right? We have to address areas that we never addressed it before. You want to help somebody? Look in the mirror. There go the first body that you've been assigned to help. Help yourself to a better way in life right now. I thank you guys. Ignorant lose today. Knowledge wins today. No matter where I'm at, I still gonna honor him for who he have always been. He gives me breath. He gives us air. And I think we should thank him for that right there. He gives us opportunity to improve. And I think for some of you, you have improved tremendously. And the only one who did that was God. And all you had to do is be available. Thank you for showing up. Peace and blessings, man. Y'all already know, man. Let me go ahead and get myself together, praying that God mend this broken heart, because literally, I don't know how to give. When you birth something and you watch it and you have it, that's difficult, right? He gives you guys new opportunities every day to birth something. And some of you, you just let it die because you don't care about it. But for those that's willing to do the work, for those that believe in the labor, start laboring and watch the return that you receive, okay? You can't always sit here and try to be in the front. He say move from the front to the back. And now we have to push. We have to apply pressure to your life to get the best you out right now. That's it, you guys. God, thank you for what you're doing for us. Thank you again for your presence. Bless and seal the word. Whatever I left out, God, I ask that you will give it to them, God. For we are bringing sacrifices to the table sometimes, in some things in our life. Our children was the sacrifice. The community was the sacrifice. Relationships were sacrifices. Finances were sacrificed. Some of the things in our life, we sacrificed on behalf of others. And that's why our credit is messed up. That's why we don't have no money. That's why we got the felony. Sacrificing on behalf of somebody else. But God, you've seen it. You know exactly where we at. And right now, we realize that, hey, we wasn't dealt the best hand, but we played it out the best we could, God. And we still on the front line right now for you. You can do anything God, we just asking that you would change our situation for the better, for the greater, because your name is on the line, and we'll continue to honor those that you sent to us by allowing them to know that it was to you all things are possible. In Jesus' name, amen. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings. That's my time. Bye-bye, YouTube. Peace out. Y'all take care, man. I'm done. Out. God got me today. Meet you at the car.